welcome. Today in my kitchen I will be preparing a stuffed chicken, the winning recipes of my holiday contest. I'm preparing my stuffing today. I browned 1 pound of ground beef. I'm going to be adding 1 cup of breadcrumbs, salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to add some rosemary, fresh rosemary. You want to add a few extra pieces of this because this is what really gives the stuffing its flavor. This stuffing is traditional. It's been passed down from generation to generation. It is a stuffing that you can use for a roasting chicken, or you can use it in a turkey for Thanksgiving. It's got a really good flavor. It's a buttery rosemary flavor. We like it, and it also serves as a extra meat on your dinner table, along with your turkey or your chicken. I'm mixing it rough like this because I'm trying to get the rosemary to get onto almost every piece of the meat and the breadcrumbs that are mixed together. And by doing this, you're like blending the rosemary into it. Then I'll be adding a few pats of butter. This will make it moist. I would say about 5 pats of butter. Then I'm going to add a heaping teaspoon of garlic. And as you can see, I prepare my garlic ahead of time. I put it through a food processor, cover it with oil, and keep it in the refrigerator. You use it for every recipe. I will add 2 eggs. And then I'm going to mix this all together. This will all come together nice and firm. As you can see, it'll look like a giant meatball. And just remember that stuffing should not be inserted into your bird or your chicken until just before cooking it. Do not stuff your chickens the night before. The stuffing should always go in prior to putting it in the oven. This you'll need to refrigerate it until you need it. And now for your roasting chicken. You've already cleaned and washed it and prepared it that way. I've taken out all the gizzards. By the way, I am using a cutting board on top of my counter. You don't want to infest your counters with bacteria. Now I'm going to be salting my roasting chicken all over, under the wings, inside the cavity, and black pepper inside the cavity, all over the bird. I'll add a few pats of butter in the cavity, and this is for tenderness and flavor. Then with a knife, I poke a little hole in each breast, and I'll take a piece of garlic, and I will put it in that hole in the cavity and bury it like underneath the skin, and that will give flavor inside the chicken. And then I'll take another clove and throw it in the cavity of the roasting chicken, couple of them. Rosemary, this doesn't need to be shredded. You can just break it and put it in like that. And then I'll also shove a little rosemary underneath each hole that I made in the chest part. And that's all for flavor. And he will get flavor on the interior of his meats. I tuck the wings back, behind, like that. And then I'm going to add a pat of butter in the neck part where the hole is here by the neck, because we're going to be putting stuffing in here too. And a piece of rosemary. This is all for flavor. Then in my roaster, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of oil. I'm going to cut up some garlic. I have some cloves that I'll just slice in probably 4s. And keep in mind, this is all for flavor. This bird is going to be excellent. And then a few rosemaries. And folks, remember, you can do your turkeys exactly the same way. This is a demonstration with the chicken, but I do my turkeys exactly the same way. Then I'll put my chicken in here, as so. Then I'm going to add a glass of water, half a glass of water, a half a glass of white dry wine, I removed the stuffing from the fridge. At this point, prior to putting the roaster in the oven, I'm going to stuff him with the stuffing. What I do is I make a large meatball to begin with. Open the cavity and push as hard as I can, because I want to use all of this stuffing. And the rest I will be adding in the neck cavity part of the chicken under the skin. And this is what he'll look like. And at this point, I'll cover it. I'll place it in the oven, and it will cook for about 1.5 hours on 375. At that point, I will remove the lid, and I'll let the chicken cook another ½ hour so it'll brown. And the chicken has completely cooked. This is what you want it to look like. Your juices are clear. There's no more foggy juices. Remember, I cooked it for 1 hour covered and a ½ hour uncovered to brown it. What I'll do is I'll pour a little bit of the juices on it. And here you go. You can put it right on your dinner table and cut it and serve it to your guests. It's delicious. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you next time in my kitchen. Thanks. Bye.